Hi, JD here again. Apologies if the lighting isn't particularly good on this video. I'm shooting a video at night and the lighting is terrible in my office, so apologies if it doesn't look like the others. Anyway, I had an idea for another video and I thought I'd make it as quickly as I could for you, and that's a little bit similar to the video I made a few months ago comparing my new M140 that I'd bought with a 2-year-old M640D, which I was thinking of changing to. And it was a 2-year-old car, and I was kind of highlighting the differences between buying new, even with a big discount, and buying a 1 or 2-year-old car from a car supermarket. Well, interestingly, I was looking at a car supermarket only the other day, and I noticed that they'd got a selection of 335D XDrive Shadow Edition cars, saloons, in stock. And interestingly, it is a car which I was considering myself only a few months ago. So what I thought I'd do is do a bit of a comparison again between a current offer, a brand new offer, an offer on a brand new 335D XDrive saloon compared with these cars that are available at a car supermarket. And I was just going to compare the depreciation and the settlement figures and which one might work best for me. So I'm looking here, I'm on a BMW dealer's website. The date is May the 13th, 2018. So this is a Q2 deal. And they have got the BMW, get the right button here. Oh, I'm not sure what's going on. There we go. We've got the BMW 335D XDrive M Sport Saloon Automatic on a 48-month PCP. £399 a month, but it's only £399 a month because you've got to put £4,000 in. So what I'm going to do with these two offers is assume that I'm not going to put any deposit in at all. So we're going to assume that the purchase price for this car is how we're going to work that out. Well, it's 44,115, which is their recommended retail price, and we're going to take off the retailer, I can't speak this evening, bear with me, retailer deposit contribution, which is 416581, and the financial services deposit contribution, which is 4750. So that's going to give us a purchase price of 44,115 less 4750 less 416581, which gives us a price of 35,199.19. Now, again, this is a standard offer, so you'd probably get a better offer than this, but I'm just going on what the website says. So this is a BMW 335D with a purchase price of 35,199.19. They're currently offering it at 1.9% APR, so a cracking rate. It's on an 8,000 mile agreement and it has an optional guaranteed future value of 14,157.13. So what I've done, I've taken those figures and I've put them into the old spreadsheet here. This is my spreadsheet which I've been talking about. So we've got a purchase price of 35,199, no deposit from ourselves, and that's the guaranteed future value as from the website, and a 1.9% APR, and it's a 48-month agreement. So remember, usually with these new kind of PCPs, it's a 48-month term, 47 equal payments, with month 48 being the final guaranteed future optional purchase thing. And that gives us a monthly price of £486.99. So it's a pretty good deal for a very nice car. But let's now compare that with one of these cars at the car supermarket. Now, the one that I've seen at the car supermarket is another 335D XDrive M Sport Shadow Edition. The nice thing about them, though, they've got a few extras on them. They've got heated seats, and they've also got the Pro Media package, which gives you the full black panel display and the online entertainment, and the Pro Media, obviously. So actually, the used car is a better spec than the standard spec, which I'm using here on the new vehicle. However, they have got them, believe it or not, for 26,599. They've got around 10 to 15,000 miles on the clock, and they seem to have been registered about 6 or 7 months ago. I think about October 2017. So they've all got 28, 29 months warranty left on them. So let's just see how it compares. So 26,599, and the guaranteed future value. Now, the guaranteed future value on the used car website only quotes 6,000 miles a year or 12,000 miles a year. So what I've done, I've tried to pro-rata the guaranteed future value between the two to get an approximate figure for an 8,000 mile a year agreement, the same as the BMW offer. And I think that's come out, using the figures, at about 12,272. And I'm assuming a much worse APR, typical kind of APR that you could probably haggle from a used car supermarket, and that's 6.9%. The only difference, to make it a fair comparison, is that they tend to use term plus one. So it's a 49-month agreement, with month 49 being the final payment and 48 equal monthly payments. So that's why I put 48 in there, and why I've put 47 in the one from BMW Direct. Now, first of all, look at the difference. £409.45 a month. No deposit, much higher interest rate, obviously a cheaper purchase price. But remember, it's a used car, so it's 7 months old, I think, and it's done, I think this particular one's done 11,000 miles. So it's not brand new, but to start with, we are, what, £76 a month better off, which is nice. But the important thing is the depreciation. So what I've done here on this spreadsheet is I've compared the two. Now, I've put the two purchase prices in. So 35,199 here, 26,999. Actually, that's wrong. That's 26,599 there. Okay. And then what I've done is I've got some cap values at 1 month old, 12 months old, 24 months old, and 36 months old for the new car. And on the used one, I've done the same thing, but assuming that I'm buying it now. So again, 1 month old, so that would mean it would be a September 2017 car, because it's currently in October. And then 12 months, so it's going to be an October 2016 car, 24 months, October 2015, and 36 months, October 2014. Now, for these two values, because the Shadow Edition wasn't available, and even actually this final 36-month value, I had to use a different car. I had to use the older generation of the 3 Series to get the cap values. So they may not be accurate. They may even be a little bit better than this, because I know, for example, on the 140, the Shadow Edition is adding a little bit more on. However, let's just have a look, and it's quite interesting. So if we take a brand new 335D with all the discounts, with kind of the headline discount, no options, no deposit, we're paying 35,199 for it. After 1 month, the clean cap value is coming out at 26,850 on that car, and that's assuming 1,000 miles. I tried to put 600 miles in, but it will only do it for a minimum of 1,000 miles. So that's the value. So negative equity after 1 month, £8,024. Okay, let's just go over to the used one. 26,599 for a September 2017 car, so 1 month older than the car that I'm basing this on, 24,350. So yes, we've lost money, but our negative equity is only 2,671. Which gives us a difference of £5,352. Plus, we've paid £76 a month less to get there. If we go down to a 1-year-old car, it's not actually losing a lot in the first year, which is interesting compared to the M140. But the cap value is 24,100 after 12 months, and this is assuming about 7,000 miles. So 7,000 miles a year I've travelled on both of these examples. So a 7,000 mile car, 12 months old, 24,100, settlement would be 30,065 approximately, using my spreadsheet. So after 1 year on that car, we're still almost £6,000 in negative equity. On the used one, interestingly, we've gone up slightly and we're £3,000 in negative equity, and that's assuming a car that's done 18,000 miles. Okay, so it's 11,000 miles when I picked it up, so assuming 7,000 miles more travelled, in a year it's going to have done 18,000. But we're still £2,800 better off at the 12-month point, and remember, we've also paid £76 a month less to get there, so what's that, 900 odd pounds better off as well. Come down to month 24, cap value on a 24-month-old one, again it's not a Shadow Edition, it's just a standard 335D because the data is not available. 20,900, we are 3,800 in negative equity. On the used one, 19,000, so you can see there's not a lot of difference now. And we're only £1,300 in negative equity on the used one. So again, we're £2,500 better off. And finally, after 3 years, it's not too bad at all really, to be fair. It's much better than the M140. We're only £480 in negative equity on the new example. Book value of 18.8, settlement of 19.2. But interesting, look, on the used one, we're actually in profit after the end of 3 years. 16.5 to settle, 17.4 cap value, gives us £890 equity in that car, or £1,371 better off. I've done a little graph here as well. I hope you can see this. This kind of graph just shows the differences. So this orange line here is the brand new car, so obviously it's got a massive drop in the first month from just over 35 to about 26 or whatever it was. This is the settlement value of the new one, so you can see we're in a lot of negative equity all the time, and we're just about going to cross at the month 36 point. But if we look at the used one, this is the used car here, so coming in at 26,599, dropping what, 2,000 obviously, because we're buying the car, so there's always going to be a drop. But if we look at the blue line, which is the settlement figure on the used deal, you can see that it's crossing over at about month 31, and then we're going into positive equity territory. So interestingly, it's a pretty good deal. And remember, we're paying, on this example, 6.9% APR against 1.9% APR. There's only 7 months difference between the two cars. The used one has a better spec, and it's done 11,000 miles as opposed to 0. Well, it's a diesel, it's probably just going to be run in. I don't know, something else to think about. But as you can see, yet again, even with what effectively is a 20% discount probably on the brand new one, it's still making a lot more sense to buy used. £5,352 difference in our negative equity for the sake of having a 7-month newer car. And by the time we get probably into about 30 months, we're going to be equal or getting into positive equity. Sorry, that probably was a little bit rushed. I just thought I'd get it out there tonight while I thought about it. I hope that was useful. Please comment and subscribe as usual. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.